We got some turnips growing. Rotten here. Well, the fence is coming down because we captured a yearling four-corn last week, or sometime in the last 2 weeks, and I want to do that again. But I think the beans are ready anyway. They're probably, the fence isn't doing what it was a month ago anyway. It's all tore up, so we're going to North Dakota for whatever, 10 days, 2 weeks. We'll be gone. It's time for it to come out. The bean field is open for business, although it was open for business before too. We just didn't want it to be. But beans are looking good. We got turnips growing in here. I have 25 stalks of volunteer corn in the mix. It's a smorgasbord. But we're gonna come back, put a couple cameras on here. Deer should be, they're hammering it already, so with the floodgates open, they should be piling in here now. Organize your trail camera cards. This side, no touchy. This side, touchy. We're putting an Exodus on video mode while we head out to North Dakota, and we're putting it on the communication station that Dino created right in the midst of this insane Pecamani food plot that we have grown behind us, which we will show you in a second. But this is probably about as good of a trail camera spot as you can get, because there's a ridge, very steep ridge, not far into the woods right here, that comes up that the deer travel on, and we brush hogged this suction zone right here, so they just come out of here like it's wildfire. The communication station is right here. The apple tree, Dino cut all the branches below it, and they've been just using the crap out of it. And then the food plot, it's perfection at its finest. It's whitetail habitat management at its finest, and it's working. And we're going to prove it with this bad boy right here. We got one more Exodus to put up here. New spot. We've had this camera up for about a month, and we're getting a lot of bucks on there. And what's really cool is it's in a spot we had up at this time last year, and several of these deer that are in there are the same as last year. So it's nice to know they're getting preserved. They're getting preserved in their sanctuary. But the reason I'm talking like this is because we're mighty close to where they bad. So we're gonna dip in there. We're gonna dip in there and dip out without causing too much of a ruckus, because they could be within yards of us. So keep your ass down and stay in the shadows so you don't get your ass picked off. Is it, am I right or what? You're spot on. We gotta dip across this pasture because these cows are a bit aggressive for some reason. You don't want to mess with that Angus. That Angus will run you down. So we gotta be light on our feet and hop, skip, and jump across this field in a jiff so that we don't get our rear ends pancaked by some Angus. really good. This is the same blend that Ultra Forge that we put up on that perfect rectangular acre plot up on some acquired land, and they just both look so good. And it's been really wet, which these blends normally don't do real well with. So if we get a few days of sun, this stuff's gonna just take off to the moon. Well, now that these plots are established for a couple of weeks, these deer are really starting to use them, and they're gonna just keep using them more. So we're just adjusting our cameras a little bit. We're putting them actually on the plots now, preferably facing one of these communication trees that we love so much, and that's exactly what this Exodus is going to be doing on video mode. It's perfect. This apple tree hangs over just like that other plot we showed you. They just gravitate to it. So sometimes it's hard to figure out where to put a camera on a plot because you feel like the deer are everywhere on them. If you can find these communication trees, you can't beat them for trail camera spots. The deer, I feel like, they're just going to go there at some point. If they're coming in the plot, they're going there. The camera's on. We got 100% battery, clear card, activated. Butchie out. Butchie out.